Hello everyone, my name is Chandan Singh and welcome to my channel. Well guys, there are so many people out there who have problem in vocabulary practice. I mean to say, they know so many words meaning. However, they are not able to use those words in their daily conversation because they are not in practice. If I am asking you, okay, what is the meaning of this word? You may speak, you may answer whatever the meaning of that word is. But if you start your conversation, suddenly that word is not used by you. You are still using the same words which you already know. It means you have practice of those words, you don't have practice of the new words which you have learned. You can only reply if somebody is asking you, what is the meaning of this? Okay, the meaning of this is that. But it is not frequently being used by you. So for that, I am going to teach you a technique, and this technique is you have to sit with at least 5 words, minimum 5 words on your notebook. When you note down the words, you must know the meaning of the word. Okay, you must know whether it is noun, adjective, verb or idiom phrase or phrasal verb. After that, what you have to do is that with every word, you have to start a storytelling. For that, you must know about tenses, storytelling. I have taken 5 words, and these words have been taken from my series, Word of the Day series. So I have already made, I think, more than 100 videos I have uploaded on YouTube, so you can watch those videos there. And you can note down 5 words. If you want, you can note down from that series, or you can note down from anywhere. Wherever you get the words, you can note down, sit with 5 words and start storytelling with each word. How will you start the storytelling? For an example, I have taken this idiom, over the moon. Over the moon. Over the moon means extremely happy. So whenever you are extremely happy, you can use this idiom, over the moon. So create a story. Like if I say that a month ago when it was raining, I thought I must make a video related to some rainy words meaning. So I took my camera and I went downstairs and I started making some words related to rainy, and I uploaded on YouTube. After a week, I came to know that my video went viral and I got more than 60,000 views. I was over the moon. I was really over the moon seeing the views of the video was surpassing 60,000. I was over the moon. And still today I am over the moon because that video has achieved more than 85,000 views. So I am over the moon. So you got it, guys? So over the moon, you have to create a situation. Think about any situation when you were extremely happy and try to use this word, over the moon. So this is the way to create a story. You can also use the same word in your daily life. If you come across any situation when you think that you are extremely happy, so instead of saying extremely happy, try to say over the moon. So by this way, this word, this idiom will be in the practice. So every day try to repeat that. The first thing, create a story, and second thing, try to repeat this word in your day-to-day life every day. Whether you are in kitchen, you are in your bedroom, you are watching something, whenever you think that you are happy, instead of saying I'm happy, say I'm over the moon, I'm over the moon. Hey, look at my son, he's over the moon, he seems to be over the moon. Oh, my wife is over the moon. You can say, excuse me darling, you seem to be over the moon today. So by this way, you will be in practice. So got it, guys? So over the moon is done. Now let's go for another word, and this is sojourn. This is sojourn. Sojourn is word as a noun as well as a verb. So you can use it if you are using as a verb to sojourn, sojourns, sojourned, like that. The meaning of sojourn is short stay, short stay. If you are going somewhere and you have to stay for 10 days, 15 days, 5 days, so that is a sojourn. That is a sojourn. You can make sentences like, okay, I'm going for a sojourn, okay, or I sojourned in that city. So now, create a story with the help of this word, sojourn. How will you create a story? Okay, the story is like that. Last month, I was in my room. I was not doing anything, just sitting idle, watching TV. Suddenly my phone started ringing. I picked up the call, it was my friend's call, and he said that, hey, how about going to Mumbai for a sojourn? I agreed because I wanted to explore Mumbai. After that, we both packed our bags, we got ready, and finally we went to Mumbai and we had a 10 days sojourn. And after that sojourn, we came back to our respective home. So like that you can use that sojourn. Create any story so that the same word should be used at the proper place. Sojourn means a short stay. You can also use like, I am thinking that I should go to my village for a sojourn. For a sojourn means for a short stay. So got it, guys? Okay. Now the third word, this is called soporific. 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 Soporific is an adjective. It means something that makes you feel sleepy. Soporific could be anything. It could be any liquid. If you are drinking that and having drunk, if you feel sleepy, it means this liquid is soporific. Soporific could be used in that way also. Suppose your teacher is teaching something and you are not interested in that lecture and you started, like nodding off. It means that lecture is soporific. That soporific lecture is making you nod off, making you sleep. So the lecture is soporific. You got it? So you can use this word and create a story, soporific. Like last week, one of my friends came to me and he said that, hey Chandan, do you know, my grandpa has come from village and he wants to share his experiences. I said, wow, that sounds really great. So I went to my friend's house, I met his grandpa, I touched feet, he started blessing me, and after that he started narrating some stories. While he was speaking, while he was narrating the stories, that story and the way he was speaking, was quite soporific, which started making me sleep, started making me nod off. So the speech was soporific, the way he was speaking was soporific, his whole story was soporific. So I said to my friend that, excuse me, I have an urgent piece of work, so I must go back to my home. And I said sorry to his grandfather and I came back to my home because the whole environment was soporific to me. So soporific, you got it? Soporific. You can create stories, guys. By this way, you will get command on both the things, words meaning as well as storytelling. Soporific is done. Now go for another word. This is rickety. Rickety. Rickety is an adjective. Rickety means what? Weak, shaky. It means if you see any building and that building looks like it can fall down any time, very damaged, seems to be very old, the condition of the building is not good, so that building is rickety. Rickety as an adjective. You are saying that this building is rickety. There is a bridge, you are walking on the bridge and you think that bridge might break any time, so the condition of the bridge is rickety. That bridge is rickety. You can use this rickety for anything, building, bridge, chair, means for those things which you think they are quite weak, they might fall down anytime, they might collapse, so those things are rickety. Create a story. Okay, story is that, okay, one of my relatives made me a call and said that I am coming to your home. I said, okay, please come to my home. He came to my home. I didn't know earlier where he lived, so he said that, hey Chandan, today I would like to take you to my home where I live. I said, okay, let's go. When I went to his building, he had taken an apartment on rent. Seeing the building, I was absolutely perplexed because the building seemed quite rickety. I said to him that please don't live here. If any time earthquake occurs, this building might collapse because this building is rickety. He started laughing. He said, no, nothing will happen. This is just like that. There are so many people are living in this building. I said, okay, it's up to you. All depends on you. And after spending some time, I came back to my home. But I said to my family members that do not go to his building because his building is rickety. It might collapse any time. So rickety. You can create stories, guys. Okay. Next word is faux pas. It's not fox pass. This is faux pas. You can say this faux pas. Faux pas is a noun. Faux pas means a social blunder. It means in front of so many people in a society, if you make a mistake, especially blunder, more than a mistake, the huge mistake, blunder, that is faux pas. I mean to say, suppose that you are in a meeting, everybody is, seems to be very sincere and cool and calm in that meeting, focusing on the lecture being delivered by the person out there, and suddenly one of those people sitting there starts burping. So this is what? If somebody starts burping in a meeting, this is not called a good, etiquette. It means that person has made a faux pas. Made a faux pas, it means made a social blunder. It's a social mistake. If somebody is in the meeting and his zipper is, unzipped, the zipper of the pants is unzipped, it's a faux pas. It's a faux pas. You can say that he made a faux pas. So you can make a faux pas by doing anything, either by burping. You are doing such activities in the society which are not accepted by the society. You do at your home, but don't do in front of all the people. Yesterday I went to my office and my boss had conducted a meeting, so all the employees were bound to be at the meeting. So while I was at the meeting, I saw that one of my colleagues started burping. Everybody turned and started looking at him. It was really a great faux pas. So he had made a faux pas. Faux pas. So got it, guys? Faux pas. So by this way, you can create stories. The more you speak, the more fluent you will be, guys. I'm telling you, if you want to be perfect in speaking, you have to speak every day. At least for 30 minutes every day, sit with your notebook, sit with all these words and start creating stories. Or at your home, whatever the situation you come across, try to use these words. Okay? So this is the first part. I will come with another episode as well. I will be changing the words. Maybe every day or maybe whenever I get time, I will come with some words, create stories like that so that you can be motivated and you can also start this kind of practice at your home in order to be perfect in English. So this is all about this video. Thank you everybody. If you want to take a screenshot, you can. So see you in another episode. Thank you guys. Keep practicing and have fun. Thank you guys.